What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Brendan and I'm BMax45, and today we're coming at you with another video. We have a hobby news for the Digimon TCG. We got some news updates coming down here. We got some card lists, got some updates on regionals and the celebration event for BT 1920, which we'll talk about in just a moment. I've been trying to work out some details with OBS so that I could start using OBS to stream rather than QuickTime, but unfortunately, it seems like I get better quality videos from QuickTime. I'm getting way clearer images, and so I'm not sure OBS is going to work. I do have a Mac, and that's probably one of the reasons why QuickTime is working so much better, and I might just have to do some research here. But we're trying to make this video process more just better looking, make it look fresh, crisp. We want it to be cool. It'd be cool to have a cool overlay and to design it based on the channel, so you guys can have just something even nicer to look at than just me and the screen, and just have some kind of go through between full screen and kind of the smaller screen. But we're going to continue working on it here and see what we can do in the future, because we want to bring you those other videos that look better. This video, sorry, it's up a little bit late today. I was too busy watching my Saturday morning cartoons, which is basically the new One Piece dubs. And I just want to get through that so I can do another anime news video and talk about that, as well as when we might see a next dub. So without further ado, let's get into it. Let's talk about the Digimon card game. Let's talk about the news that we have. And hey, if you enjoy this type of content, be sure to smash that like button, comment down below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Subscribe to the channel and hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss a single minute of the fun. All right, without further ado, let's get into it right here. We got our new news. This was on the 14th here, so just one day old now. Here we have the card list for the Omnimon Binder, which I'm really excited about. You got another alternate version of Omnimon Ace, which is kind of cool because it's a close-up version, almost kind of like the mugshot of all the X-Antibody low pull rates. So it's be cool to have a low mugshot card that isn't going to cost you an arm and a leg, and maybe a kidney too. We have, of course, we have all the line specific support. We get the BT14 Greymon, as well as the BT15 Garurumon. I feel like the BT15 Garurumon is a better card. If you have a tamer with Matashita in its name, draw one. If you don't have one, play a Matashita with a reduced cost of 3. I really liked that Garurumon when I played this deck back in BT15. And then inheritable, draw one from attacking. It's once per turn, so it's not as good as the non-once per turn draw, but I mean, just being able to play a free mat is worth a couple copies in a deck that focuses on that. The Greymon, plus 2,000 heritable, standard for a lot of Greymon cards. When attacking, this Digimon gets plus 2,000. Then if you have a tamer with Tai in its name, gain 1 memory. That's I feel like the less important one. But we also do have, you got the Ace card. This didn't see a lot of play. I played, I think, like 1 or 2 of it, and when I had to run that Ultimate Cup build where you couldn't build anything that wasn't BT14, RB1, and some other cards in there. It's like crazy. But it was an alright card. Just not as good as a lot of the other Malgreymon names we have. And then the Garurumon, I think this card was a little bit better just because it gave you the draw, and it gave you a little bit of stun. Again, I feel like this line was a little bit more well thought out than this one, but this was the beginning of Ace, and this was like its predecessor at that point. We do have a bunch of BT17 cards. We have the BT17 Agumon Gabumon, which is specific for the Omnimon DNA Digivolve deck, as well as we have the War and Malgarurumons from BT17, all nice close-up cards, and those are all coming. I think you get 2 copies of each in a binder. So if you want to play set, you only have to buy 2 binders, either that or buy 1 binder and trade for the other ones. But I think it's still probably cheaper in the long run. By the time people start pricing out these cards, I think it's generally cheaper in the long run when you just buy 2 binders and try and sell the other binder to someone who was like, "Oh, I'll take that." So that's it for that. That Omnimon binder is going to be coming out at the end of the month. So we'll have those cards pretty soon. We have information about the World Championships, March 15th to 16th. So it's coming up here in about a month's time in Japan. Stream links on YouTube and Twitch. World Championship Tournament rules. Of course, you got the championship prizing, which is the All Force Vidramon X Antibody Digicode design. Runner-up gets an Arrow Vidramon from ST8 Digicode design, and third place gets a Vidramon Digicode design. I'm assuming first place gets all three of these, as well as participation prizing, which is BT11 Vmon Digicodes, which is really cool. Plus, this really awesome participation playmat, which is actually really great. So that's World Championships, but we have some more regionals news. Regionals sucks right now for online players. Sorry, guys. Looks like Carta Magica is doing a May 17th tournament in Niagara Falls, in person only. No online. No online at all. This is very disappointing. And it's very disappointing because it would be cool to have more April events. We have one April Ultimate Cup. We have one March regionals. And now we have one May. We have one May. And I'm hearing there's, for all the other Bandai games, like One Piece, there's like tons of it. And like Union Arena, there's tons of events. So this is really disappointing. Yeah, they're just kind of, I don't know, somebody said, he's like, we're the ugly duckling. Someone said on my Discord, we're the ugly duckling of the Bandai community. Bandai hates us and they want this game to die, but the player base won't let it. It's like, oh gosh. So they're just going to like, to just force us to like give up on it by giving us no events, which is, you know, then Europe's got 2 in-person events, or 3 in-person events, all in person. Then 4 now. It looks like they've expanded here. I just saw this the other day. Yeah, like you look at Europe, March, 2 in March, even if they're all in person, 2 in March, 2 in May. We got 1 in North America for both. Oceania's got 2 in-person events, March and May, and Latin America's got 2, March and May, all in person. Not a single. So getting these cool cards is going to be very difficult. Getting these pack cards, so that's going to be, they're probably going to be priced even higher now because of that. So that's unfortunate. Yeah, I can't even go to a regionals because if I want to go to a regionals, it's either driving down to the U.S. to California, which is crazy, or it's going to Niagara Falls in Ontario, which is on the other side of Canada from me, literally the other side of Canada. This is bull. This is so disappointing. The fact they've really this start of the year is just talking about all these things about global commemoration program and all this stuff that they've done to like bring the game in line with the Japanese, and then they've just given up on providing us support. Like I can't even get event packs now. My last online event is the Ultimate Cup next week, and then I have an Ultimate Cup which is like a 64 person one. So apparently I can get these from Ultimate Cups, but I won't be able to get any of the participation, these guys right here. So that'll be unfortunate. Yeah. And then Judge Pack. Yeah, this is unfortunate as well. Wow, this is just, I don't know. It's not very hopeful. Of course, we have some more bad news, unfortunately. They might have changed it here to March 7th, February 21st to March 7th. So they have of course, the pre-release stuff here for this event here. You got your Yuki, your foil Yuki, which is the only way to get this art because it's not in the set as a Alti art. It's just a regular rare. You have your pre-release. They're calling it Celebration Event, whatever. This is actually moved. So I actually didn't update this because they after they updated this news on the other day, they posted on Facebook. So the pre-release has moved. So now instead of the 21st being pre-release, it's the 28th is when release was supposed to happen, is pre-release for 2.5. And then release has been moved to the following week, which is funny because I thought they said March 3rd, which is like a Monday. So I highly doubt they're releasing it on Monday. So it's probably the 7th. which will be 4, 5, 6, yeah, which will be the Friday following. So this has already been moved. So now it's been moved into the next month. So now there's less of a format of 2.5 before we get BT21 at the end of April. So there's less, there was 2 months, and now there's less than 2 months for the format, which doesn't even matter because there's only one in-person regionals and one Ultimate Cup. So there's only 2 tournaments in that format, and then you're back to a new format. So there's nothing. They did nothing. It's just completely disappointing, and I just feel like they really dropped the ball. Like, and there's no new Ultimate Cup news. Like, here we go. April 12th. That's it. And that's a 64-person event. Applications for side event Ultimate Cups will be at the main tournament venue on the day of. So yeah, like you can do Ultimate Cups after you do your in-person, or you can do the online ones, which is going to be a small 64 like this is nothing. I don't know what they're doing with the game. Like people might say like, oh, the worst format was when Ultimate Cups were monocolor or when they did that stupid December format. This is worse because at least when we had those formats, we had 3 Ultimate Cups that December and four Ultimate Cups in the Mono Cup format. At least, no, I think it was 3 in September when we had the Mono Cup format. And there was usually, and then before that, and during the year, there was a lot. Like there, all throughout the year, there had been like 4 to 6 events through February to January, and then we had 3 in September. So we had almost like between 6 and 8 event Ultimate Cups before they went to this format in December, and then we had 3 more. So we had tons of Ultimate Cups. No matter, and the prizing was there, and the price was worth it. And even if you didn't like that format, I didn't like to play that format, I didn't care because it wasn't a regionals and you didn't get an invite, you had the ability to go play with people competitively and get better at the game. They're not even giving you that anymore. Where's the events to help you get better at the game, to help you play competitively so you can learn rulings, so you can play against different decks if you have a small community, and those were all online events, and now we're just left with nothing, and it's very disheartening. And so hopefully they address this, because I think they're going to notice a real decline in sales for the game if they continue this stuff up, because it's unfortunate. And just the fact that you can't get product now. You can't get those event packs. You can't get those unless you're willing to go out and buy them now. At least, you paid for your entry. You got a bunch of stuff. You usually got more value than what was worth. And it's unfortunate. So I'm sorry to bring you guys some bad news, but unfortunately there's not a lot of good news right now. Delays and just nothing from regionals, and nothing really from Ultimate Cups too, because if you go February to April, that's 2 months, but you got one Ultimate Cup in April. Potentially June is going to have an Ultimate Cup, potentially, and it might not have any regionals. So we'll have to wait and see, and we probably won't get much news until March about new events. So that's really unfortunate. Just disappointing, and I'm hoping that they do better. Do better, Bandai, please. I would love to do some online events and continue playing this game I love, as long as you're willing to let me. But it looks like that's all the time we have for this video. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we hope to see you in the next video. And as always, have a wonderful day. And that's all for now, folks.